it's gonna take a few minutes because it's running behind. But we're not doing with my wife, and we just got back. So it'll take a few moments for folks to get notified. So shout out to the rewatch gang. What up, Quentin? I was just talking about that. So my wife and I went out because I am not home. And when I set up the live stream, I set it up and it was unlisted, which is my channel default when I upload videos. So I had to then turn off that upload and create a new one. So yes, I was late. Anyway, how are you, Quentin? What up, Terry? How you doing? You can blame YouTube for the convoluted means in which I have to set up a live stream. What up? Kent, how you doing this morning? That's yours.
You said you were looking for it?
I didn't put it away yet.
Okay.
I knew better.
I don't want it.
Blind Man Dave, what's up? Hold on, we gotta get up. Okay, you want to tuck him in? What? Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. I have my Bluetooth headphone in right now, so you guys can still hear me. Can you hear me okay? Alright, I need the back. So, as I stated, I'm not home. Oh, look, there's Mrs. Dash. Having a rough night, Terry says. What's going on this evening, Terry? Hey, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd greatly appreciate it. What up, Skeet? How you doing this evening? Loading up the barbecue trailer tomorrow. Got a competition. I'm about to out a brisket. I guess put a brisket on and let it go overnight. What temp am I targeting on the egg? It's hard to say. I don't cook briskets on the egg because I don't like the way the egg cooks briskets. One thing I would suggest, Quentin, is put a water pan underneath that brisket so that the drippings don't hit that ceramic plate. When the briskets hit that ceramic plate, or the drippings hit that ceramic plate, I feel like it makes everything taste like burnt grease. So make sure you put a water pan underneath the brisket, and I would shoot for between 225 and 250 at the highest. Jimmy, what up, man? How you doing this evening? Getting ready for vacation next week. Yeah? Where are you going? I'm pseudo on vacation. I'm actually in Florida right now. And next week, I'll be on vacation as well. Terry says, doctor put me on a new med and it makes me feel like bugs are crawling all over me. Dude, I've had that before. Just itchy nerve tingles. Oh, that's actually absolute worst. Actually, you know what it was is I used to take a medicine and it would I would feel flush and it would start from the top of my head down through my chest and it would go out to my arms and then through my torso and down to my legs. I could feel it, and it was a tingle. And it was like when your foot falls asleep or your arm falls asleep type of tingle that would just go over my entire body. So I've definitely been there. All right, water pan is locked and loaded. Perfect. Rolling Smoke said, "What's up, everybody?" 225 it is. Yep. Urban Fisherman, what's up with you, man? How you doing? Good. Did the trip wash out? No. So we got down here, and I'm gonna say got down here and settled on Saturday, it started raining on Sunday. It rained for a day and a half. So it stopped raining on Monday, and then the rain went on up the East Coast. So right now, I'm glad. Normally, or in the past, we would be in Myrtle Beach. So I'm glad that we are not in Myrtle Beach right now, or this time. But definitely in years past, one of our favorite vacation destinations is Myrtle Beach. But my wife, my daughter, and I are down at my mother-in-law's. The boys are supposed to fly down on Friday, and then next week my wife and I will be on vacation. We're going away, so there might not be a live stream next week. Yes, yep. Well, since you're on vacation, I have a suggestion. All right. Well, vacation is next week. I'm actually still working this week, so not vacation. It's just a different location. Biggie, what up? He says, "Hey, yo, Dash, when you putting your own barbecue, when you getting your own barbecue restaurant, man." I don't know. I want to say I'm still young, but there's still a lot of things that I have to do first. Running a restaurant is not for the faint of heart. Just Urban Fisherman, I am actually going to be coming through Miami briefly. You might have to hit me up on Instagram. Like I said, I'm coming through Miami briefly. I'll be down in Miami on Sunday. For a couple minutes. For you in Florida. With your feet kicked up. No, it's not. Bruh. Let me just tell you, I do still work. I do actually still have to work. And then I'm at my mother-in-law's house and she puts me to work. So trust me, I'm not on vacation yet. Not in the slightest. I am the repairman, the driver, because I'm the tallest, I reach and pick up things. And I cleaned the pool earlier today, so I'm the pool man. And I got they lost power here for a few minutes, so the timer on the pool, the pump and the fountain had to be reset. Yep, I'm a pool man. I'm trying to think, what else have I done? Yeah, I'm not on vacation. I'm still working, literally. Urban Fisherman, yeah, man. Just if you don't already have me on Instagram, add me on Instagram and then send me a direct message, and I can tell you what's going on. So in case you haven't heard or didn't know or weren't listening, might not be going live next week. So Quentin, when you were asking about the group live next week, it might not happen. I'll kind of have to play it by ear. I'm not sure what my internet connection is going to look like. Jimmy says there are many different definitions of work. Spoken like a union man. That's what that he's in a union. That's how you can. I don't say that's how you can tell, but that's union. That's a union answer. Not for the next couple weeks. So I have I did cook for someone right before I left, and I won't have anything going on for at least another week, maybe two. And then when I get back, I will. I don't know. I don't really have any catering gigs yet. Bring you something back. Sure, I'll bring you something back. I'll bring you back a tan. Hold on, look. I was gonna say I'll show you what my shoulders look like now. I will bring you back a tan, Quentin. Jimmy said they can't spell union in South Carolina. I mean, the one thing I didn't know that, but I was kind of expecting you to co-sign that. But funny, so my wife and I went out to dinner, and I met some people who were from not too far away from where Ricer is from. Ricer from Dead Barbecue in Wisconsin. And we were talking about that car show. If you, I don't say heard, but if you are aware, Ricer helps out and cooks, does some barbecue for. There's a big car show in his town, and these guys knew about it, so it was kind of cool. I've been tempted my whole life. Thanks. Like I said, you told me to bring you something back. I'll bring back out. We call that management statement. Okay. Oh, all right. Management statement. See, that's how you can tell he's important. He knows the management statement without even having to look it up. Man. So I want to say I did a good thing in remembering my phone holder for the tripod. I'll show you guys what I have going on here. Come on. There it is. So tripod, phone holder, and even a second tripod in case this one was too high. But it is working out. So I don't say normally, but in times past when I've gone away, I've forgotten the little cell phone holder. You know, this is the vacation shot on the stream today. Oh, she's not that big of a drinker, and she had a drink at dinner that had her stuck. she was stuck, and the problem was the drink tasted like Kool-Aid. Her words. So she drank almost the entire drink. She probably drank 6, 7, 8 of it before the food came out. And by the time the food came out, she was just like, she was stuck. So she is not doing any sort of shot tonight. And I had 2 drinks at dinner. So my head is actually pounding right now. I have a headache. Have you tried Let's Barbecue oxtails? I know oxtails are expensive, but I'm curious. We pay $60 for one of his oxtails. Not for one oxtail. It would have to be a platter, and it would be one of those things where I would try it. And I think that's where he's. I won't say I think that's where he's making a lot of his money, but I think that initial. People were talking about this oxtail, so it's like, all right, you gotta try it. I grew up eating oxtails, and when I say grew up eating oxtails, pretty much my entire adult life, there was always a Caribbean spot that I used to go to and get oxtails. So the American fascination, or the new American fascination with oxtails, is lost on me because I've been eating oxtails for 20, 25 years. So I know what oxtails are. So not only have I been eating them, my wife and I make some mean oxtails at home. So I've just never, as of late, and as of people have discovered oxtails, the price of oxtails has gone up. And because the price of oxtails has gone up, I'm like, I can do without, or I'll get a less expensive cut, or I'll cook something that someone is paying for, and they'll pay for 3/4 of it, and then I get to eat, I'm gonna say for free, but I'm eating my profits literally. Those destroy normal drinkers. Those will destroy normal drinkers' soul, yeah? What up, Sean? How you doing, man? Chachi, what up with you? Victor, he says, howdy, y'all. Quentin, Dave. Urban Fisherman says, yep. Yeah. I mean, bruh. I mean, those of us who grew up in, I'm going to say down south, but those of us who grew up in an area where there was I won't even say a heavy Caribbean influence, but there was a Caribbean influence, or a Caribbean community is the best way to say that. I've been eating oxtails, dog. Oxtails not new. Like, again, I'm to the point where I can make mean oxtails. I'm not putting them on a smoker. That's just not something I would do because I like my oxtails in a pressure cooker, you know, with some potatoes and some celery and some carrots and some onion. Now I'm not making a gravy like they would at a Caribbean spot, but bruh, you gonna be licking your fingers and gnawing on those knuckles that the joints from the tail of the cow. And then people like, what is an ox? It's just cow. It's just cow. Uh, it's just cow. It's just a cow tail. I mean, just when people say lingua, and I was like, oh. Quentin's funny. So technically, I'm just visiting. So I'm not living. I'm staying in the South temporarily. Um, Big E says I'm making him hungry. I'm sorry, not sorry. What up, Steven? He says, hey, yo, Dasher family, good evening. Steven, in Trinidad, do they do oxtails? I really don't know. So, I mean, obviously, I know that like roti and doubles is the big thing in Trinidad, but like, do the oxtails? I mean, I'm not going to insult you and ask you about jerk chicken. I know better. But I mean, curry, yeah. But I don't know about oxtails. Victor, when you gonna make that fish trip, yeah? Urban Fisherman, Victor says, howdy. Heck, I'll be salmon fishing this Friday. Nice. How you getting fishing, Victor? I know you were saying you were having some mobility issues. Or has everything gotten better with your mobility and your vision? Oxtails, yes sir. But it's Mr. Oxtails. Sean says I came on late. We on vacation. I'm at my mother-in-law's house. Vacation is next week. I'm still working this week, and my mother-in-law's put me to work, and my wife is putting me to work, and my daughter's put me to work. So yeah, here, Sean. I'll tell you too. Since you weren't here, I've been a handyman. I installed the garbage disposal. I had a faucet I needed to replace. I was the pool man. I had to clean out the pool this morning. After the storm, when there's heavy storms, there's a lot of bugs that end up in the pool. So I had to, or actually when it rains, I guess, so I had to skim the pool. And then there is a pump that's set on a timer. Well, because we lost power for a few moments, the pump was off. So I had to figure out how to turn the pump back on. Yeah. Let's see, what else was there that I've done? Oh, I am the driver, the chauffeur. And of course, I'm always security. So I'm working. Victor says, I'll admit it, I've never had oxtail before. So yeah. Oh. Urban fisherman says no salmon fisherman. Oh, he's talking to Steven. I'm sorry, he's talking to Victor. Psst. Night. Yeah, she's not doing any shots tonight. I do actually have a couple beers that I'm gonna get momentarily, but I do have some liquor with me. But I have a finite amount, so I'm trying to save it. Fishing in someone else's boat. Okay. Fisherman says, oh, he's got two boats. So urban fisherman. I'm trying to figure out how I can go fishing with you. I just don't have the time. I won't say this is the problem, but one, I didn't realize you were in Florida. Two, say had I realized, but I'm in Central Florida right now, so I'm still a ways away from you. I think I'm probably like 4, maybe 5 hours away. So it's not like it's gonna be like a day trip where I can come down there and then turn around and come back up here. But we're scheduled to go down to Tampa My sons are supposed to be flying in on Friday, but we're planning to hang out in Tampa for a little bit. So as he was still, and then Saturday we don't have any concrete plans, but I don't quite know what I'm gonna be doing. But I know on Sunday morning I'm driving to Miami. What up, Bumpy? Steven said oxtails are delicious, but the price is through the roof. Exactly. That's why I haven't done oxtails. You know what we did the last time we did oxtails was we substituted. We did half oxtails and half beef shank. It has a similar texture to oxtail, but it's kind of like the flat and the point on a brisket. The flat is more like roast beef. That beef shank was not nearly as fatty. It didn't have nearly as much intermuscular fat, so it wasn't. It didn't give that. You know how when you have oxtails, your fingers stick together from the gelatin from that gelatin from the beef. That doesn't happen with the shank, and you can definitely tell the difference between the beef shank and the oxtail. So when I was putting oxtail on my plate, when I made my plate, I was like, I had a 2-to-1 oxtail to beef shank ratio. I'm like, I cooked them. I deserve more. Bumpy says, "Hey yo, dashing everyone." Yes, indeed, Bumpy. How you doing this evening? So we have been graced with the presence of the Rewatch Gang CEO. Can everyone just like leave some claps down in the chat, please, for Bumpy? He is the Rewatch Gang CEO. Quentin said he just put the brisket on the egg. All right. What time is it? 9:24. You gonna let it go all night? Victor said, "Bumpy, hey, Dash, how far are you from the microphone? You're way too hard to hear." The problem is when I'm at home, I'm normally speaking louder. Because I'm not at home, I'm not trying to be very loud. So I apologize, but I'm not going. So there is outside. Can you see? It's kind of dark out there, but there's outside those lights that are floating. They're floating in the pool. It's hot as hell outside. There's also a garage that I can go into. The garage is also not temperature controlled, so it's hot as hell in the garage. So I have to sit inside the house, and I'm trying to be respectful because I'm not home. My mother-in-law is in her bedroom watching TV. My wife just went to the bed, and taste tester number 3 is laying down watching TV. So I'm not as loud and boisterous as I normally am. So I do apologize. You're probably gonna have to turn up the volume, Victor. Actually, let's see if I can. Nope, this is YouTube directly. I can't turn up my microphone. My sister and husband, are moving to Germany tomorrow. He's being stationed there for 3 years. At the I won't say the big base in Germany, because there's a couple of bases. When I was in Germany, I actually met a guy who was I don't know if it was an Air Force pilot or a Navy pilot, but so I met this guy in Germany. We were in Munich. We were at a beer garden in Munich, and I met this pilot, and we're sitting down and we're talking, my wife and I. He was there, and I think he was there with his wife, maybe. And come to find out that he was, an American, and he was from New Jersey. So we like instantly bonded about how we were, both from the East Coast. Well, not both, but all of us were from the East Coast. And, it's like you go halfway around the world and you still meet people close to home and, things like that. And I think he was telling me he was from Jersey, but flew out of Dover. So I think Air Force Base. And then he did transport missions basically across the Atlantic from Dover to Germany. And I can't remember where. I don't remember if it was Hamburg or if it was Munich. But he was just telling me about, because we're sitting there drinking, eating. And I'm like, dude, like, I want to hear some stories about your flights and stuff like that. So he's like, it's boring as hell. He's like, load stuff up, carry it over here. Empty, load stuff up, take it back. So, but Glenn said it's going all night. Did you drive? Duh. We did not drive the ID4 because the boys are supposed to be coming down on Friday and all of us won't fit in the ID4. So we drove my wife's van down here. Last time we did this, the garage had horrible Wi-Fi. It did have horrible Wi-Fi. You're absolutely right. I forgot about that. But I was able to, I'm trying to think if I used my laptop last time. I can't remember if I used my laptop, but it did have horrible Wi-Fi. But I think I may have ended up using I may have done my laptop and my phone as a hotspot in order to try to get it. But I do apologize. Normally I'm sitting at home, I'm a little louder, plus I'm a little drunker. Pilots are some of the most interesting people to talk to. Indeed. Dude, I was charging my car on my way to Texas, and I'm trying to think if I was on my way out there or on my way back. I was on my way out there, I think. And yeah, I was on my way out there. No. Crap, I think I was coming back because we were talking about the experience of seeing a total eclipse. And he was telling, like, just this pilot was telling me stories about him being in the military and then the commercial pilot. And I'm like, are you, he told me he just retired. And I'm like, are you going to get another one? He's like, no. And then he told me these rules. And I was like, there are three, I want to say, there are three things you rent. He said it's cheaper to rent. and a plane, something that flies is one of them. So, Marcus, what up? He said, dog, I don't identify as from the South. I live in the South, yes, but I don't know, man. You are Southern. I'm not. You trying to keep me caught out there. Dog, I will never identify as Southern. I live in the South, yes, but no, ain't no way. You know how long it took me to start saying ain't? Let me just tell you, in my household growing up, with both of my parents being teachers, and I won't even say in my household because it was a split household. In the two households I grew up in, if I said ain't at home, bruh, I was getting popped. I didn't start saying ain't until I was an adult, and it became a word in the dictionary. And then once it became a word in the dictionary, I was like, now what? I can say ain't. And I will say I have adapted saying y'all. Okay? And I know the difference between saying y'all and all y'all. Okay? But that again, I will never, you will never catch me fitting to do something or fixing to do something. Nope. Unless I'm fixing my car or fitting, getting fitted for an outfit. I'm not fixing to go get me a beer. No, not at all. I forgot the base still be at whatever the Army base is there. Okay, well he was Air Force, I'm pretty sure. Best. I grow my best beers. Iggy say, hey, Dad, what's your favorite 4-year barbecue business? Are comfortable where you stand? Or do you have plans for something big in the future? What's your future? So right now, I am in I'm gonna say a little bit of a transition. Taste tester number 1 is he's gonna be a freshman in college. And taste tester number 2 is a senior in high school, so he'll also be going into college. I'm hoping that once they both get settled in school, I will have, I'm gonna say a little more free time, but I will be able to have more of my nights and / weekends. Right now, taste tester number 2, two nights a week, some nights, I'm at baseball games or soccer games, or I don't have to go to practices with them anymore. Damn it, Quentin. I'm doing a live stream from my phone. So 2 to sometimes 3 nights a week, I'm at a sporting event supporting my middle son. And then some Saturdays. So it destroys my cook schedule or my ability to cook. If the event that I am being asked to cook for is big enough, then I will forego the sporting event, and he's understanding and he knows what the deal is. But I'm trying at this point. I'm just kind of trying to still fly under the radar, keep cooking, keep getting my name out there, keep getting the word out, and I actually was asked to cater an event for 300 people, but that event isn't until January. Well, I was at least asked to put in a bid. I guess was that an RFP, request for proposal? So for this particular event, and this is an event I've done in the past, and you guys have actually seen some video from this video in the past. But I think the scale of the event is scaled back a little bit, which is fine by me because the last time I did it, I think we projected 500 people. So cooking for half, a little bit more than half of 500, I won't say it'll be a cakewalk, but it'll be much easier. But I won't hear back on whether or not I have gotten that job for a while. So again, that's projected. But that's the next biggest thing that I have. Everything else is like onesie twosies, a brisket here, some ribs there. I won't say that's not really. I don't have any decent catering events. Bumpy said, "Don't get him started." I know he's talking about me talking about the South. I can tell by those hard ass eggs you like to eat. Yep. Listen, I had a over hard egg on my burger tonight for dinner. It was fantastic. That's something I never even noticed. What's something you never noticed? Y'all, oh, y'all is getting way too overused. Yeah, I'm fixing to go get a punch in. Oh, look, I'm glad I don't have the punch in here. I do have some liquor here, but I'm glad I don't have a punch in. Quitting, I just had to. Yeah. Oh, I know. I just wanted to show off my brisket because I'm a noob. Make these 27 times a week. I wish. This is my third one in 4 years of owning a smoker. I started my business because of me. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Dude, and I have watched a few of your videos. I think your cooker is rather interesting. Just the way that I think these cookers are like fingerprints. Every one of them is different. Every one of them cooks differently. And then not only do they cook differently depending on what you put in them. Y'all ain't fixing to. Listen, I am about to go get a beer. I had 2 bourbon drinks at dinner, and I'm good now. Dinner finished. What is it? 9:30. Dinner finished an hour ago. Like when I said, all right. So I'm just tell you how small the world is, right? I started saying it, but so my wife and I sit down, and these 4 gentlemen come and sit down at the table next to us, and they're there, and I'm looking past them and kind of like overhearing a little bit of the conversation that they're having, because I'm watching the Olympics. They have the Olympics on, so I saw the guy who won the 400 Open, right? He actually is the cousin of one of my wife's coworkers. So I was like, what is the guy's name? And this guy's name is Quincy Hall. And I'm like, oh, that's him. He won the 400. And so I'm like, tell your coworker. I say congratulations to us. I'm like, can we meet us? Can we meet her cousin and actually like see the medal? Like, I'm not trying to put it in my mouth. I'm like, can I see the medal? So my wife's cracking up. But anyway, so these 4 dudes are sitting next to us, and they're talking, and they're car guys, right? I can see because they're like, oh, look at this listing, because they're in a different area, and I actually thought they were Canadian, or at least I thought one of them was Canadian because just the way he was talking, right? So come to find out, they're from Wisconsin, and the 2 guys sell fire trucks or make and sell fire trucks, and the other 2 guys are firemen. So I'm like, oh man, cool. Like, who's in charge, right? Who's higher ranking? And I said captain, and I meant to say chief, right? And he's like, oh no, this is he's like, I'm the chief, and this is and I can't remember if he was his captain or if he was a lieutenant or whatever, but I don't know ranks. But anyway, so I'm talking to them, and I'm like, oh man, but they're like, oh, we're down here to buy to order a fire truck. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm like, what kind of truck is it? And they're like, and I said, is it a Pierce? And it was funny because the other two dudes worked for a competitor of Pierce. And the two firemen were like, we don't use that word around here. I'm like, okay, well, tell me what's up. So we got to talking, and I said this earlier. They're the two firemen, and one of the salespeople are from Wisconsin, or well, actually the firemen. One of them they're from Madison, I think he said, and the other salesman was from close to where Ricer lives. And I'm like, oh, Wisconsin. And I said, I know somebody that lives up there. He's like, oh, they're like, oh, really? Where? I'm like, Iola. They're like, oh, man, Iola's right down the street. And one guy's like, 15, 20 minutes away from me. He's like, they have a big car show up there. And I'm like, yeah. My friend just cooked at the car show a few weeks ago. He's like, yeah. He's like, I was there. So, I mean, you know, car guys, car show, all this stuff. And then, I won't say come to find out, but then one of the other guys is like, hey, does your friend know this guy? And so I'm like, I don't know him. Here, let me call him. So I call Ricer. And he's like, yeah, I know of that guy. He's like, I can't remember. I can't remember how or why. He's like, I either am friends with him on Facebook or on Instagram, but he's like, that last name sounds very familiar. Quentin says, I can tell you that all three of the Kamanos I have cooked differently. So do you have one at your house, one at your sister's house, and then one at your parents' house, Quentin? Dang. And how long is your sister, how long are they going to be away? You said 3 years? Damn. Oh boy, here we go. Chachi and Quentin, they're like brothers that just fight each other all the time. They nitpick at each other. Chachi's been here for a little while. He said hi when he came in. You just didn't. Oh, you know why? Because Quentin that's when he was putting the brisket on the smoker. That's why he didn't notice. All right, I'm getting a beer. I'll be right back. Let's have a poll. Heineken or Miller Lite first? Which should it be? Comment down below, just like ML or H. Come on. Which one should I drink first? Heineken or Miller Lite? Come on, comments. Come on. Let's see. Terry said his chat stopped. I have 2 now with me and 1 at the parents' house. I got my brother-in-law's Joe. Okay. All right, we got a Heineken, we got a Miller Lite, and Bumpy said finish. All right, so we got Heineken. Yes, some of us. I am on vacation, but so I am on vacation. I started the week with I guess it was a 12-pack of Miller Lights. I'm down to 2. So yes, and I told you already, I'm not on vacation. Next week is my vacation. I'm just in a different location, Quentin. I guess Marcus said Miller Lite. Miller Lite already in my bloodstream. Mario, what up? He said, what's up, Dash? I finally found you on Facebook last week. Did you? So here's the thing. Did I friend you? Because I don't always friend people who find me on Facebook. I feel like I have to know you in order for me to friend you. So did I friend you? Or did I kind of, I want to say deny your friend request or delete your friend request? All right, I'm going to get the Heineken because there were more H's than there were Miller Lights. Damn, I need a bottle opener. I'm gonna say, Chachi, you gonna keep track of the beer count? Barrio says, how can I have 4 views and 12 likes on a YouTube short? I just dropped nothing big. Let me just tell you, I started that second channel, and I know we were talking about it before, and people were talking about having to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time. And I'm like, nah, you don't need 4,000. I'm like, I didn't realize that YouTube has a tiered payment system. So once I gain 500 subscribers and have 3,000 hours or 3 million shorts views, I'm eligible for like super chats and the membership thing. I thought that was like full on AdSense, but this second channel, I've had a few videos, I won't say go viral, but I've had a few videos that have hit 10,000 as far as views on shorts. But I have now, mind you, I've been at it for less than 90 days. I had 435-ish subscribers, and I have about 150 hours watch time. When I say this is going to take forever, I'm trying to get my long form videos up, and I've been putting up shorts daily and long form once a week. So we'll see how that goes, but I am struggling. Rolling Smoke, how you doing? Yes, you accepted. Jamie Garcia, if not. Listen, I can unfriend you as fast as I friend you, but that's the whole thing, man. I get. So, Alvario, did you find me? Did you find me through the Lone Star Grills Facebook page, or I guess just a suggested? And then when you're like, oh shit, that's Dash. Because I'm telling you, man, I'm like, sometimes I get people and I'm like, who the hell is this person? Why? Like, they must know me somehow. Jimmy said he tried real hard to be number 16 on the second channel. Look, I appreciate you. You, sir, are the subscriber that has the most subscribers. I can see the number of subscribers, or the subscribers that have the most subscribers, and you are the one that has the most with like 6,000 subscribers you have. Sean says the monetization sucks for PewTubers. Oh, thanks, Sean. That's making me feel even better. All right, Tito said that's how I found you. The Lone Star Pellet Grill page. Nice. Big E says Hennessy. Ooh. Barrio says my personal name. Yep. Oh. Jimmy says he broke 7,000 last weekend. Nice. Cheers, Jimmy. I would go get the jar, but it's all the way out in the freezer, out in the garage. He says I'm getting off here for the night. Audio isn't working well tonight. Everyone have a great night. I'm sorry, Victor. Like I said, I can't really yell like I normally would. I'm also using my headphone because I know I was going to be moving around. Oh, Mario, I said Jamie. It's Jaime, isn't it? It is Jaime. Oh my goodness, Sean says everything I have does anything is restricted. Everything else makes like 10 cents. Damn it. Here I am trying to create an additional, stream of income. Operator said, I finally caught you on. It's been a while. Yes. How you doing, man? Good night, Victor, for sure. But Sean, I think so. Sean, I want to say I think I know the issue with your channel is consistency. Um, if you set out a plan to put out a video, and in the beginning it might be one video every other week, and then once you get to the point where you have a handle and you can, I'm gonna say, do a video in your sleep, it's really difficult to what is the word, optimize. It's really difficult to optimize something when you're new. So I've seen and heard people talk about make 100 videos, and then after that 100 videos, you will have the system down pat, and it'll be easier. That's how I had my system down pat when I was doing the 2 barbecue videos a week. On this day, I had this thing scheduled. On this day, I had that thing scheduled. I always had 1 or 2 of those things going on, so that I knew what I had to do to get it done. Operator said I got a new smoker. I got a Pecos. It's nice for when I'm cooking at home. That's what's up, man. Those Pecos Old Country cookers are fantastic. Eric from, what's the name of Eric's channel? I can see his name, Eric Gross, but I don't remember what's the name of his channel. But he was in Louisville. I don't want to say Kentucky, but yeah, Louisville's in Kentucky. But I'm pretty sure he was in Louisville, and he had an Old Country Pecos that he cooked on, and he was doing some amazing stuff on that thing. My job has been killing me. I get home and I'm just gassed. Sean, I know we talked the other day. Get up an hour early and do something for your channel. Film something for your channel. The best long form video I have on my channel right now was filmed in the hour I woke up early before I had to get on to log on for work. That was from me getting up, brushing my teeth, putting on some clothes. I didn't even wash my ass at that point, because I woke up with this idea like, I need to compare everything. I needed to do this. I need to compare these, or what is the best? What is the first one? What is the first canic? What is your first canic going to be? And I pulled out a bunch of mine, and I'm like, all right, these 9 give you a decent representation of the scope of canics. And like I said, I got downstairs. It was probably about 5:15. By the time I pulled everything from wherever they needed to be, cleaned up in my kitchen, set everything up, and sat down and started filming, it was 5:30. I talked for almost 30 minutes. Actually, I think I talked for longer than 30 minutes. And I cut that video down to about 20-ish, 25 minutes. And I sat down, and at 6 o'clock I logged on. At 6:05 I started editing. It's I told you, Sean, it's gonna take some commitment, and you gotta make the time. Have an idea, and then say, okay, I know it's way easier said than done. So don't, I'm just trying to motivate you, man. That's all it is. I'm not harping. I'm just trying to motivate you. Luke Calamadas, what's up? He said, what's up, Dash? I'm on vacation. It's Ocean City, New Jersey. In Ocean City, New Jersey. Just checking in. Nice. Angela says she's in Washington at a comedy show. Only came through to give you a like. See y'all. Nice. Victor just went to bed. I'm already planning based on that conversation. I think I'm going to take a long weekend and knock some stuff out. That's exactly it. And then here's the thing, Sean. Take that long video and find a 5-minute portion that you can make into another video. So you're doing, I won't say double the work, but you're doing you're like doing the long, the medium, and then from there. So that one 30-minute session, I have 3 bits of content. I had 3 bits of content, and they're all, I won't say going to, but the second bit I'm actually going to post. Oh shoot, it might be this week's video. So I won't say I need something for next week, but I went to a range. I went to an outdoor range today. First time I went to an outdoor range near where I am. I had to drive, and it wasn't that far away, but it was a public outdoor range, and I mean, it wasn't that bad. But I am linking up with my friend Travis tomorrow, and we're scheduled. Let's see, scheduled. But he said he wants to take me to his local range. So I'm hoping um, that I can get some content that us going to the range together tomorrow. But yes, Sean, that 20 or it was about it might have been 30 minutes, right? That 30-minute video that I filmed, I have the entire 30-minute video, and then there was a pivotal point in the video where this video was talking about what should your first canic be, right? Or which canic should you buy, right? Was the video from last week, and mind you, that video was doing really well. I think it's got about 1,000, maybe 1,500 views on it, which is great for my new channel. But from that 25-minute video, I took the portion out where I am comparing the canics directly to Glocks, because that's the everyone knows that, right? So, Hojo, what up, man? How you doing? So that's what everyone compares. The industry standard is Glock, right? And everything else is underneath Glock. So that 5 to 7 minute portion of me saying this is this, and this directly correlates to that, this directly correlates to this, that is the next video. And then in between, I said, all right, well, there was a point in the video, at the end of the video, I said, all right, so now all of these different canics here, which one do I think you should buy? I'm like, I really can't tell you, but let me just go through all of these. And when I say I had to do I own a Glock. I own a Glock 48. It sits in the case. I actually owned a 19 MOS. I sold it. I made a profit on it. But I was able to take the last bit of the video, of course, you know, the in conclusion, and turn that into a short. And when I say I had to get very creative on how I took that 2 minutes and chopped it down to 1 minute so that I can make a short from it or out of that content, bruh, it was difficult. I feel like I spent as much or more time creating that short than I did editing the entire long video. Did I ever tell you how much I hate Glocks? There you go, Jimmy. That's what it'll be. Have I ever told you how much I hate Glocks? Or, have I ever told you, I don't want to say hate, have I ever told you how much I dislike Glocks? And I think I would actually, see, now I need to write stuff down. Because now they're spinning in my head, the ideas. And usually what happens is, when I have an idea, I write it down on my phone on the notes. So now I feel like I need to go get some paper and start brainstorming. Because this is what happens, Sean. Now now I gotta do paper. And first one is going to be 10 reasons why I don't like Glock. Or 10 things I dislike about and 10 things I dislike. All right. This is Overbart says, we all love your video work. Thank you. Well, that's what's up, man. I appreciate it. Sean, I saw your hashtag free game. You know, I get to talking. I have no problem talking about YouTube. I've been doing it a long time, and I've had different YouTube, I won't say life cycles, but iterations. But I think me taking pretty much almost 2 years off from doing consistent long form content, it didn't invigorate me. It gave me the understanding to it's just stick to itiveness. So yeah, Superfan. But if you put Glock in the title, it will come. Huh. Jimmy said he wished he had $1 for every mile for every Glock that he carried. Shoot. 10 things I dislike about Glocks. I think from there I can kind of extrapolate some additional things. I have a list. I think I probably have 30 or 40 different video ideas and titles. Because and it's one of those things, I won't say I get into a mood, but I was listening to, and those of you guys, all right, so I know there are 14 of you guys here, and of the 14 of you guys here, I know half of you have channels that you upload videos to. So, if you haven't, just, I don't know, just comment I do or something, so I can know who I'm talking to and if this is gonna be lost on you guys or not. But just like Sean said, free game. I'm gonna give you guys some free game, and this free game, I feel like it comes in a cycle every couple years when things change on YouTube. The people who are succeeding at who are successful when the algorithm or when the paradigm shifts on YouTube come out and say, this is what you need to do to boost your channel, or this is what you need to do to start your channel. So, how much do you donate for a shot of liquor? How much to donate for a shot of the liquor I have? $15, Quentin. I'm not going to beat you up. Oh, let me tell you, I do actually have some Malort. It is outside in the car. I was at a liquor store in Florence, South Carolina, and I found a bottle of Malort. I have a half a bottle at home, and I bought another one. So if you want to see me do a Malort shot, it's $25. If you want to see me do a moonshine shot, it's $15. So let's see which way he rolls the dice. I said a while back, but your consistency is unreal. And Sean, I don't know. I hold myself to a different standard because I know that if I spend an hour, and it's an hour uploading videos, I can set them to do what I need them to do for the future. And it'll take me an hour. I need you, Sean, and I'm talking to you specifically, Sean, because you're still new at this. I need you to get, all right, point blank, just, I don't say it's gonna be ignorant, but it's gonna be rude. Do better, get better. And your video quality is already there. You're there. You just have to streamline your process. How long does it take you to, let's say, film a video, edit a video? And I want to see the brass piles that we get a glimpse of once in a while. I want to see the brass piles that we get a glimpse of once in a while. Like the brass at the range that I work at. Blind Man says he's starting. So, Blind Man, there's a channel out there, and I want you guys to look this channel up. I'll show you some piles of brass, but in some of the shorts that I'm doing, Jimmy, you can see the piles of brass from. I'm there, mind you. Keep in mind, I'm there on Sunday mornings, right, or Sunday. So some of the shorts I have, you'll see brass piled up in the far left lane, which is number one. But at the end of the night, oh boy. He sent me $50. So I guess fielder's choice, Clinton. I really don't want to do Malort right now, but I mean, you tell me what it is you need me to do. But all right, so Jimmy, at the end of the night on Sundays, we used to clean up the brass, right? But then I don't say we were, everyone won't say discovered, but it was found out that we all had elevated lead levels. So because of that, we don't sweep up the brass at the end of the night. But what I can do is I can give you a behind the scenes of what it looks like after, shooting on a Sunday. Oh boy, y'all gave him thumbs up for that too. I need a sweeping up the brass video. I'll be like, it'll be like watching the pressure washing videos. So I was just explaining, showing that we no longer clean up the brass at the end of the night, because what they now do is when the person sweeps up the brass, they're wearing PPE. So I actually looked at damn it, I wish I would have filmed for years, for probably 2.5 years. Every Sunday night, I would go out and, sweep up the brass and put it into a pile. And then what we would do is, not only would we put it into a pile, we would take the shotgun shells out and throw them away, because the plastic to brass ratio is not conducive to them being recycled. We would throw them away and then sweep up the bits of cardboard and paper that were on the floor. And then also, we would sweep up all of the brass that was on the floor and put it in the buckets and take those buckets out. There's containers outside, and the containers had 55-gallon drums in them. So we would actually pick up the buckets and just let them sit for whoever would come in on Tuesday, because the range isn't open on Monday. So usually Tuesday, and they would take them out to the shipping containers and then pour the brass into the shipping containers. And then once enough of the 55-gallon drums are full, they then send out the brass for recycling. Jimmy said that's something you don't get to see. You take your ass out to the trunk and get that bottle. You on vacation. Fucking Quentin, you the man, bro. Going once, going twice. Do I hear more money? Oh my gosh, this is Malort. Where's Marcus? Marcus needed to do a Malort shot too. I didn't tell you I had Malort in order for this to happen. Now, I'll be back. I'm gonna take my. No, I don't know if that'll. I don't know what's gonna happen when I go. Honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's not like I can't take you guys with me out to. Guess I need a. Do I need a shot glass? So again, I'm not home. Oh, I know. There's some shot glasses. I don't want these little shot glasses. You suck, Quentin. Oh my God, it's hot as hell in this ground. Open up the garage door, man. So I can go out to my trunk. Let me turn off my Wi-Fi so it doesn't drop. Quentin says we're going on a trip. Road trip, yeah. Oh man. So I'm outside, and again, it's hot as hell. It's so damn muggy out here. So you can't see. There's a palm tree right there. There used to be a palm tree in my mother-in-law's yard, but it died, and they had to get it cut off. I think I'm gonna curse that Quentin as many times as he contributed dollars. Oh, so I'm not even gonna tell you. I bought 2 bottles when I was at the liquor store in Florence. I'm gonna save the other bottle for when I get home. Oh. So I did. Like I said. I'm gonna say, is this plastic? Nope, it's glass. Oh shoot. I gotta get back in the garage. The garage door's about to close. Ah. There's a timer. So the garage door is pretty smart in that if you open it and it's on an automatic timer where it will there we go. Alright, figure while I'm out here in the garage, I will do my shot pour out here in the freezer. I don't know where everything is. If I were plastic cups, where would I be? Not too close. Alright, cool. So I'm getting set up for this. This is a definite need to get set up for this moment. Oh boy. I don't want to be inside all loud. Alright. Okay. So I have my Lord here and a friend, the person who I gave the brisket to before I left Baltimore, she knows someone that works for Cheerwine. So she got me some Cheerwine before I left. I'm going to put, is it the bottom ring? That's a shot? Or maybe I'll fill it up to this. So is this a shot? And is this, that can't be the difference between 1 ounce and 2 ounces. Tell me what it is. I know the lines on the cup mean something. Oh my God, that's running and ducking doors. This was worth it. You saving a bottle? I'm coming over for a shot or 3. Sure. You just remember that you said that you wanted to shoot this one, alright? I'm just telling you. This one was for research purposes. Alright. What should I do, guys? Alright, I'm just gonna pour. I'm gonna pour to the bottom line. To that, not the bottom line, to this line here. Quentin, I think you're worth it. That was a huge donation. So I'm taking a sip of the Cheerwine first. I'm having indigestion tomorrow. I am not looking forward to this. I hope you are satisfied, Quentin. Like, seriously. Alright, this garage is hot as hell. I'm going back inside. That's the face. It's worse than a Henny face. Trying to wash that flavor. Oh my God, it's so bad. Take away. Turn the light out here. Oh man. Quitting. Really hope you are happy. Rewatch gang, I'm just gonna apologize now for you having to witness that. Now I'm gonna sit back down. Actually, I have to put this malort down first. I'm not gonna put it away because if someone so chooses, I will do another one. It's gonna cost you $25 though. All right. Second dinner time. My wife just came out of the room and is going to have more of her dinner. Ooh. All right, let's see here. So how's everybody doing? Next time I see Miss Dash, she's going to be, can you stop donating and get my husband's truck? Maybe. Quentin made a donation and I won't say made me, but required I took a shot with his donation. She said okay.
Enjoy.
She told me to enjoy. It was. Yes, that's what he paid me to. Not paid me, but she's just shaking her head now that she saw. I did. She said I set myself up for that. I bought it. I don't say is that the new thing? Oh my gosh. I won't say instant regret, but I won't even say I'm not even mad. Cause I'm a little disgruntled. A little. Oh Lord, oh my gosh. Anyway. So Quentin, when is your sister and your brother-in-law? When are they leaving? I know you said they were moving, but when? Or did they already move? Actually, you know what's Quentin? I was saying, you know what's funny, Quentin? I saw your sister on Facebook. She was recommended to me, and I was like, I mean, I did meet her a couple times, but I'm like, I don't know. Oh boy. He said he's not that cool. It's only $20. My goodness. Jimmy, you kind of hit in between. That is Friday afternoon when they fly to Germany. Y'all are trying to. All right, Jimmy, I'm gonna give you the same option, but I already know. And I said, Jimmy, I have a surprise for you, but I already know what your selection is gonna be. So I might as well just go ahead and take the walk out to the garage and get the jar. But then I will take the jar and I guess it's Miller Lite time at this point. That's probably. Oh man, that's so funny. Let me go back out to the garage. Another trek out to the garage. Oh shoot, I guess it's good I came back out here because excuse me. Alright, Jimmy. Next year when y'all do this vacation, you gotta stop by my house. Well, in Northern Virginia, and we leave early in the morning. All right, Jimmy, look at that. When I stopped in South Carolina, we stopped in Florence. I picked up a bottle of this Palmetto, was it Palmetto State or just Palmetto Moonshine? Palmetto Moonshine. When I was down in Myrtle Beach, probably 8 or 10 years ago, potentially Charleston, Cleveland, Allen. Offers me something crazy. Well, Quentin, I want to say we shall see, but if you are, oh shit, jar was sliding down the washing machine. Quentin, if you are down there, we might have to work something out, or you might have to pull a Jimmy and me on 95. Though I'll be driving, so you probably won't be drinking. All right, let's set this up. I like Jimmy a lot. Now you got me wanting to. But Jimmy, like I said, hopefully you appreciate this. This shows 105 proof. All right, so we are going to do half. Actually, it's like 3/4 to that. Sandbar in Miami. What's Sandbar, I guess? Where is Sandbar? Ooh, I should make some of the chill wine in with the moonshine. That might be good. Whew. Jimmy, where'd you go? I say you better still be here. What? I'm on vacation. I'll be drinking a lot next week. Why can't I just drink next week? Why y'all have to be mean to me and make me drink this week? Jimmy says I'm here. Oh, great. All right, so I think $20 is worth a shot of the. I bought store-bought moonshine. Actually, it has a funky aftertaste, not like my guy's moonshine. And I bought it for, testing purposes or scientific purposes, because you won't be here. No, I won't be here. You're right. Valid point, Quentin. Valid point. All right. So you guys can see where the level is of the moonshine. So you know that I'm actually doing it. Oh, it's got a weird aftertaste. Goodness gracious. Like being on a private beach in the middle of the ocean. Oh, a sandbar in Miami. I'm gonna get the last. Cute. Can't be wasting liquor. And Quentin, I said, you have a very valid point. All right, so. And maybe the pimento. It may be the pimento, but it's not Carolina. Oh, yeah, okay. I get what you're saying, Jimmy. Because it's off. Like, it's something just off about it. I don't know how to explain it, but I've had, I'll say a lot, but I've had a decent amount of moonshine, and I find that the moonshine made in somebody's house or somebody's backyard or somebody's kitchen or somebody's bathroom, wherever it may be, it always has some sort of aftertaste to it. Like I had the Climax moonshine, the Tim Smith Climax moonshine, and that one, excuse me, I think it was distilled on rings or something, because it wasn't a, and I think the difference may be it's not a corn liquor, it's more of a whiskey in that it's oats and barley and rye or something. But one of those things, some of those things in there, the combination, I'm not a fan of. I like corn liquor. I like whiskey. How about that? Um. So yeah. Jimmy says no sugar wash. So, are you saying that they don't do like I understand this process, like a stripping run to sour it, and then, or are they running like just let's say sugar and water, but like sugar, water, yeast? Hmm. Listen, I have watched way too much moonshiners, way too much people talking on YouTube about moonshine that I understand the process. But I'm not quite getting what you're saying when you're saying no sugar wash. Hmm. Like I definitely understand the fermentation and the distillation process, but I'm not 100% on all of the terminology. So I don't know. I'm sure I'll talk to you at some point, Jimmy, and I'll figure out. But like I said, there's something different about the palmetto moonshine. Too much barley, not to help with anything else. So I was on the right path. The oats. I'm not a fan of the oats in the mash. The mash, right? That's what I'm not a fan of the oats in the mash. But then again, they could be because isn't it how you get the you use oats to break down the starches? Something one of those things. Uh, don't get me the line. And thanks to your donations, somebody's been drinking. I was gonna make this a 4 beer night. No. But no, man, I do appreciate you, Quentin. Jimmy, thank you very much. All right, so I mean, I know there's only 10 of you here, but if you want to see another shot, $15 for a moonshine shot, $25 for a Malort shot, or $5 for a beer. Cheers. So, Urban Fisherman, I need to do some more fishing. It used to be I really only went fishing once a year with my father-in-law, and then I took my sons and we went fishing, and then that was when the van broke down. It was a series of unfortunate events. But hey, Sean, are you still here? I feel like I started to get on you to motivate you, and then I got distracted. Taj, shut up! I'm going to on your channel. He digs it. What ass? What's up, man? Taj, I'll be thinking of you next week, buddy. You know where I'll be. We got a 5 day coming up. There's still time, Taj. I'm just saying. Aqua Fisherman says, yes, sir. I want to do more fishing. But freaking life gets in the way. And then my son that wants to do more fishing is the one whose life is the one that gets in the way. It's funny how that works out. All right. So there's 6 of you guys here right now. Hey, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. Seriously, I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. Those of you who made donations to the Get Dash Drunk Fund, I'm appreciative of you guys as well. Taj, okay, who's next? Yeah, right. Taj. I gotta save. My guy hooked me up with some brandy. I went on Amazon and bought these spiral things to age it, like if it was aged in a barrel. That that I don't think that Ciroc you left at my house, dude. You would swear, you would swear that it was the Ciroc. It is that good. I'm saving something for you. I put the bottle away so that excuse me, you could have some, or we could have some. Word, like to the point where I'm like, damn, do I send him some, or do I just like, bro, I'm on my way. I'm like, yo, you got 2 hours to get a cigar too, so we can sit and sip and smoke a cigar, and then I'm going home. Word, it is fantastic, fantastic. Silver Bart says, "You are a smoking champion." I said, "You can do it." Marlon, what up, man? How you doing? Ooh. Quentin says, "I'll match whatever Marlon donates to the drink fund." All right, Marlon, I know you just got here, but I was talking earlier, and I was talking about, actually, Quentin said, "You're on vacation." I'm not on vacation. I'm still working. Like, I gotta get up in the morning. Do I need to send you a text message in the morning, Quentin, again this week? Anyway, where's Susie, by the way? Susie, I guess I know Susie watched the live stream back last week. So let's shout out Susie. Shout out Bumpy. Shout out anyone else who, excuse me, is going to be watching, who is on the rewatch gang. I need the rewatch gang to comment rewatch gang, please, because it really does help the channel. It helps me shout you guys out. But it really does help the channel. It makes me feel better about doing these videos. But Quentin, he dropped some bread in order for me to take a Malort shot. And then Jimmy dropped some bread for me to take a moonshine shot. And then I said, all right, well, the Malort shot is $25. The moonshine shot was $15. But Jimmy dropped $20, so I said, well, I'll take the moonshine shot and I'll drink a beer. So $5 for a beer, $15 for a moonshine shot, $25 for a Malort shot. And I won't say let's go, but you got 30 minutes. And then Quentin said he's gonna match whatever you donate. Oof. Goodness gracious. Salud. I won't say I guess Sean went to bed, but Sean rightfully so. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Jimmy's been knocking it out of the park with consistency as well. He puts out a video every Sunday. I won't say the problem is, but Jimmy, why are you putting out your videos on Sundays? Ooh. All right. He says, haha. Jimmy, did the analytics tell you to put out your videos on Sunday? Oh, my nose is itching. And I'm coming into some money. Thank you guys for donating. Seriously. It goes a long way. It does help. All right, go on to the fridge. And give me another Heineken. Chicken from Sam's earlier and it's over there calling my name. Oh yeah, I got some cherry wine left. Analytics say that's when my viewers are watching. So, Jimmy, here's the thing. Oh, overachieve. Get that reward shot for your boy. Oh, Dave, you might not have been able to see that. I held up a finger for Quentin. He just left $20 there. Other days and times that hasn't helped. Well, Jimmy, I mean, I can't argue with that. But I am going to. I don't say I'm going to try to force. I got you, Quentin. I'm going to try and force the. I won't say watch time to switch, but I want to put that video out early in the morning every day. And when I say early in the morning, I've done like 6 o'clock in the morning to like noon. I want it up before my viewers are watching to get other viewers watching. Because the more people see, the more people are going to see. So I'm putting it out there, I'm putting it out there at times, not for the people who are watching, not for the people for when the viewers are watching. I'm putting it out there to catch other people, for YouTube to recommend it to other people. And I won't say it's been working, but for the Pew Pew channel, it has, I say it's helped. I hope it's helped. The problem is the channel is, I'm gonna say the channel's under 90 days old, but it's not. I've had the channel for a while, I just hadn't done anything with it. So I've only been uploading content on the channel for less than 90 days. It's been a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I'm gonna say it's killing me, but I was hoping to be further along. but I'm uploading shorts. I mean, unless I have a short that goes catastrophically viral, there's no way. So, all right. This glass and the table. I think I paid for my Pappy shot at this point. You probably have, Quentin. On that note, I'm just gonna take this one. Trying my hardest not to make a face. But I am going to get an indigestion too. Because I feel like Malort's going to be just swallowed an indigestion pill with no liquid. Alright, the cheer one is done. That is done. Here I'm gonna pour a splash of Heineken in the cup. To get the last of the Malort out. Oh, why the hell I think that was a good idea. I'm full. Like, oh man, I mean, I hope you're happy, Quentin and Marlon and Jimmy. I want to say anyone else, but I'm not inviting anyone else to. So I started saying that I was going to possibly drink, or not drink, have some chicken. We went to Sam's earlier. Jimmy said, "Glad I'm just drinking beer tonight." Ain't you seen my live stream? Goodness gracious. Y'all gonna be like, all right, for X number of dollars, go read the liquor cabinet and take a shower. The first thing you see. Ugh. No. Oh man, I yawned. Don't tell Laura. What does that taste like? Malort tastes like wormwood. It is an ingredient. I won't say the active, but it is the ingredient in Malort. And wormwood tastes like despair. It is sadness in a bottle. Malort is the thing that you give someone to drink if you don't like them. It is, oh. Have you, I'm gonna say, have you seen a blind man? There's a meme on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook where this guy is like, he's like, brother, what's that? What's that? That is literally what Malort tastes like. It is not pleasant. It is not good. But there's a cult following behind drinking probably the worst alcohol out there. And it's a Chicagoland area thing. So they have embraced it and they have made it their own. That they have one of the, if not the worst tasting liquors. It's like that, you ever heard of, I think it's gefilte fish? Gefilte fish? I think that's what it's called. Gefilte fish. I think it's gefilte fish. And it's like fermented fish. So it smells like death. Like death. It smells like decaying fish. Like dead fish. And people love it. I feel like that's what Malort is. Malort is the, oh my gosh. Have you ever heard of those eggs? It's like a not an embryo, the egg that has started to develop and they stop the development and they ferment, they let the egg ferment. I can't remember what those eggs are called. Please, somebody help me out and tell me what those eggs are called. And not only are they horrible, but they're meant to be an aphrodisiac. Like, why can't I think of these eggs, what they're called? They're an Asian. I don't think it's Korean. I don't think it's Chinese. I think it's like Vietnamese or Taiwanese. Not Taiwanese. Or maybe even Filipino. But the eggs are like balut, Filipino. Balut. I'm pretty sure that's Filipino. Cause I can hear. Yep, that Quint says Filipino. Cause I can hear someone saying "Como está ka?" and balut. Like I can hear the Filipino accent saying balut. Malort is like balut. Like if you do not know BALUTE, Dave. I almost said look it up, but do a search for balut. Black man says it sounds horrible. Exactly, and I've done 3 of these shots, not 1, not 2, but 3 of these shots. Normally, and this whole thing started when I went to Austin, and I like Marcus takes these shots, right, of Malort. And when he takes these shots, he sends me videos. And now he sends me videos. But when I went to Austin and tasted this shit, I was like, oh my damn, this is horrible. Horrible. And after I had taken the shots, I was in. I had been initiated. So now, when he takes shots, he sends me videos and says, your turn. Bruh. Nah, Quentin, when I see you next, you're taking a shot at my Lord. And I'm going to get it on video. I have video of my friends from the range taking shots of Malort. It is, I won't say it's not good, but it's like on a 0 being water and a 10 being the worst thing ever. It's probably like an 8.5. Like, I don't want to, I'm not trying to downplay it, but I'm not trying to make it worse than it is. If that's, like if you take a shot of Hennessy gives me the Henny face. I don't care, like even the pure white or the white Henny gives me the Henny face. Like I can't take Henny, I can't drink Henny and just be like what was Ben Stiller's name? In the movie where he was a model. But Blue Steel was the look. I can't just give you like Blue Steel, right? Henny turns my face. It just turns my face. But Henny is like a 6.5 or 7 compared to Malort being an 8.5 or a 9. Malort is bad. Wormwood is bad. Like it just is bad. It's in the name Wormwood. And wormwood is one of the things that is, I won't say impregnated, but in the mash on the like who was the deviant that thought of that? they need to be trespassed off the property. Whew. But after drinking 2 Heinekens, a Miller Lite, an energy drink, cheer wine, 1 shot of moonshine, and 3 shots of Malort, I need to eat something. That chicken is looking mighty fine. Why did I buy it? Because I knew it's one of those things where I won't say I'm a glutton for punishment, but I bought it because I feel like it's a not an ongoing joke, but it's one of those things where Marcus drinks a lot more Malort than I do. Marcus drinks probably 2 or 3 shots, if not more, at least once a week. At least once a week. And like I said, when he's there at the bar that he goes to in Austin, I met the bartender, hung out with the bartender for a couple days, and I won't say he and I are on a first name basis, but I wish I could insert a video of me sneaking up on him. But when I was in Austin in April for the eclipse, Marcus asked me to go to get food for them from, like, I had to run errands for Marcus, basically. He was still cooking, and I went out and ran errands. But one of those errands took me to the Restaurant Depot. I went to the Restaurant Depot, got what I needed, and on the way back from Restaurant Depot, I stopped at the bar where Marcus goes into and has these Malort shots. The bartender's name is Frap. Frap is outside smoking a cigarette. I run up on Frap, and I just kind of look at him. And he's like, oh! He daps me up, gives me a hug, and I'm like, Frap, I got a couple minutes. Let's hurry up. Go inside. Frap gives me a shot of Malort and says, I'm putting it on Marcus's tab. Thank you, Frap. Give him another hug. Put a new sticker up on the wall. Beat feet. So if you are ever in Austin, you need to go to a bar, called Casino El Camino. It's on 6th Street. They have fantastic food and horrible drinks. And when I say horrible drinks, it's the Malort that just tanks. But no, the guy's name is Frap. The bartender's name is Frap. And Frapp, I guess. And Frap is a fantastic bartender. My man is so chill, like so chill. I believe he almost always wears a Hawaiian t-shirt too. Or not t-shirt, but t-shirt, Hawaiian shirt too. And like I said, he hooks it up. Well, I mean, it's a good question, Quentin. That was not a good question. I bought it because I can't easily find Malort in Baltimore or in and or around Baltimore. So luckily for me, probably 75-80% of the time, Marcus sends me a picture of him drinking Malort. I'm not at home and I can't drink Malort. But on the rare and off chance that he catches me at home, then I take a shot with him. It's only fair. Quentin. So the thing is this, Quentin. We need to go to Austin and drink with Marcus. And then your drink can go on Marcus's tab. Marcus is not here to defend himself, unfortunately, but I'm going to tell you, I'm okay with it. Not like I have any sway, but I'm okay with our drinks going on Marcus's tab. But I will tell you this, you have to sneakily, and when I say sneakily, you have to sneakily pay for a meal at least once while you are there, okay? And it's gonna piss him off and it's gonna piss Jamie off, but at least once you have to sneakily pay for your tab when you are in Austin. So I feel like maybe I won't say I should sponsor. Look, Dave is funny. He said, "Me too." Dave, let me tell you, when I was there, I met a gentleman who was visually impaired, and I don't know how this gentleman became to be, and I say visually impaired, but he was totally blind, I believe. And it wasn't when I was there the last time, this past time. It was when I was there the first time with Marcus and Jamie. Marcus is like, "Hey man, we're going to Casino El Camino. We're going to Old Man Mondays, and we spin and exchange vinyl, and we do this and we do that." And I won't say met someone, but there was a guy there who was blind. I do believe he was blind. And I'm talking to him after drinking, and I said to him, I said something along the lines of, your other senses are enhanced. And when I say this man jumped down my throat and cut me the hell off and corrected the fuck out of me, he said, it's not that my senses are enhanced. He said, because I'm leaning on my other senses, I pay more attention to my other senses. Versus someone who is sighted leans more on their sight to see things versus leaning on their other senses to feel things or hear things or smell things. And when he said that to me, it was like I had an epiphany. And I will never, ever, ever, ever say that someone who is visually impaired or someone who has who is, I'm saying missing, but is deficient in one of their senses has heightened senses. The senses aren't heightened. They just pay attention to the senses more. And when he said that, like I said, epiphany. I had an epiphany, and I was like, damn. I'll say I take it for granted, but definitely. Blind man said he's coming. Listen, Marcus and Jamie only have so much room at their house, and I have a permanent spot. So y'all gonna have to go somewhere else. Y'all can sleep in the trailer. I have a permanent spot. Jamie told me I have a permanent spot. Maybe we can get you guys some sleeping bags and we'll set them up in their garage because y'all can't even, nope. We're going to converge on Austin and just like have a couple days in Austin hanging out with Marcus and Jamie and the crew at Christmas. Don't tell Laura. At Crimson Creek Smokehouse. Maybe don't tell Jamie. Gordon says he's down. As long as there's a Hilton nearby, I'm good. Oh, there's a Hilton downtown in Austin. They live And well, they live on the south side of Austin, so downtown Austin probably would be closer. You would be a Hilton Rewards member. Not even Marriott? What? Jamie did say that was Dash's room. I'm telling you, I've got privileges. I mean, I want to say the only person that could probably bump me out of my room is Mia, who is Marcus's daughter. If Mia's coming to stay, then look, I'll sleep on the couch. I'm Marriott's gold, but I prefer Hilton. Really? I don't know. Maybe I haven't stayed at enough Hiltons to prefer Hilton. I like Marriott. Let me just tell you, Quentin, thank you. Jimmy, thank you. Marlon, thank you. Marcus, even though he's not even here, thank you. Who else is here? We have Blind Man Cooking, he's still kicking. Everybody, oh, Jimmy's still here. Who else is still here? This shows 11 folks on the live stream. Blind Man says, it's hot there. I'll bring a tent. No, bro, you don't want to bring a tent. You want to sleep in a hotel, dog. Ain't no way you want to sleep in a tent. So I was talking to Marcus today. I sent him a short video of me at the range, right? At the outdoor range. I don't say here in, but at the outdoor range. And and I was telling him, I was like, bro, it was hot AF. It was 97 degrees when I was getting in the car, turn the car on, turn the air on. It showed the external temperature, 97 degrees. This man replies and said, it's 106 here. I said, no, F that. He's like, Florida heat is different. It sure is. Urban Fisherman. It says here. All right, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you hanging out, man. Seriously, Terry. Hopefully, dude. Listen, I want to say it can't get any worse. But when you start from the bottom, it's gotta get better. I'm just gonna ask you, Terry, to I want to say think of, but to remain positive. Terry, I know that stuff has not been going your way the last couple weeks. Excuse me, last couple months. But I need you to put a smile on your face, embrace the suck, and proceed with positivity. So Terry, I'm gonna say that again. Put a smile on your face, embrace the suck, and proceed with positivity. I'm gonna write it down. If you use that, I need like a not a dot, a dash, and dash, DASH. Put a smile on your face, embrace the suck, and proceed with positivity. I'm telling you, it can't do nothing. Can't do nothing but turn up. It can't. You know. Listen, anybody else have any money in the stock market? Okay. Anybody else? the stock market as a whole took or did a correction. The stock market as a whole lost 15% in a single day. 15% in a single day. Yeah. I mean, luckily for me, my main brokerage, I am diversified, so I didn't lose as much in a single day, but I lost 3%, 5% of my entire portfolio. Actually, no. It was 3% of my entire portfolio. $500 in a day. Now again, my portfolio is under 20,000, but I lost a decent amount. And it's like, all right, market correction. It's gonna turn back around. They're gonna keep on running. And it's gonna be on the up and up. All right. Urban Fisherman says he's still here. Terry's still here, and he's smiling. Quentin says, all right, man, enjoy your vacation. Stay safe. See everyone in a few weeks. Good night. I need to sleep and babysit brisket. Indeed, Quentin. Thank you for hanging out. It's dry in Austin compared to Florida. The humidity is so bad, it cuts your clothes off for you. You know how, like, paramedics are like, oh, you got into a car accident, we're gonna cut off all your clothes so we can inspect you and make sure that you don't have any internal bleeding. The humidity does that for you whenever you are in an accident. Silverbar says, I had bear EFTs. He said, not this week. NASDAQ is in correction. SQQQ is the bear EFT for the NASDAQ. But very volatile. Be careful. So, you talk about me dropping knowledge. Mr. Silver Bart is dropping knowledge. Steven says, all right, y'all, my sinus meds are kicking in. So I'm out. Good night, Dash. Hope you and the family have a fantastic vacation. That makes two of us. I definitely hope I have a fantastic vacation. All right, we are over 2 hours. I'm going to be ending this soon unless you guys want to see me wash my hands and cut off a piece of the chicken. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna send this. Jim says, everyone, have a great rest of the week. Later, Dash, have a fun trip. Yeah. Marlon said, man, go to bed. I will. Like I said, I got some chicken over there. I'm about to cut off a couple slices of the chicken breast. Maybe a wing. And I'm going to bed. All right. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me. I no way to explain this feeling that I have. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. We're after 11. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.